What's good, y'all? It's Ali back again with another fan mental model video for young American men, in which I give you guys mental models you can use to become extremely capable, extremely successful, and just become better overall for the sake of America. So let's get right into it. So today we're talking about discomfort, because a lot of you guys are like, Ali, how do I get the motivation? How do I get the desire to want to achieve something great in my life and win here, become stronger, faster, smarter overall, have all this money, status, cars, women, whatever the fuck? Where do I get the motivation for that? Well, the only way you're going to get the motivation for that, and it actually brings us right into our definition for today for discomfort is motivation, right? So discomfort gives you motivation. With no discomfort, you don't get motivation, understand? So you can't be sitting here with your comfortable life. And that's the unfortunate thing about being in America, right? It's not Gaza where, bombs are flying overhead. You're getting carpet bombed. You're having to fight or scramble for food. You're starving. That's obviously, if you're in that kind of situation, you're going to have no problem with motivation to get up and go do shit, right? You're going to have no issue with it. But in America, as long as you got like a phone, you have access to entertainment, you were able to eat food every single day. So you live somewhere, you live with your parents, whatever it is. And you have your other bum ass friends that you could hop on the game with and shit like that. You live a very comfortable life. It's not uncomfortable to live that way. You don't feel discomfort. You actually feel pretty comfortable with your life as you currently do. So because you feel comfortable with your current life and your current existence, you don't have the motivation. Why would you, my nigga? Why would you be motivated to change your life if you don't hate your current one? If you don't hate your current existence, if you don't hate your current circumstances, why would you want to work hard to change it? You actually wouldn't. You would actually want to avoid doing anything that would make you have to do work to change it because you enjoy what you're currently doing. But the thing is, the only way to get shit that you don't have is to do shit you've never fucking done. That's the only way. So the thing is, if you like your current situation, you like your current situation because of what you're currently doing, meaning you are not going to change what you're currently doing if you like what you're doing, to change it in a way that would give you a different life for the things that you say you want. Because in truth, you don't actually want the power, the status, the money, the capability you say you want. You want it without the work, but the work or the change of behavior is what gives it to you. So what you really want is it without the work. Understand? So the point that I want you guys to understand very, very deeply from this video is that if you want motivation, if you want endless drive and hunger to succeed in your life, then you need to constantly be uncomfortable. You need to constantly feel discomfort. It needs to be your friend. You need to like feeling this way. If you are not feeling uncomfortable right now, you're doing something wrong, nigga. You're doing something fucking wrong. You're not supposed to feel good. You're not supposed to like your life. I constantly say all the time throughout all these mental model videos, as a man, you're not supposed to be seeking happiness or fun or whatever and run through the flowers. Nigga, no. You're supposed to be seeking pain, struggle, stress. It's what builds us. It's what you even enjoy seeing other men doing. You like seeing other men conquering, accomplishing throughout the media you watch. Superman, Batman, Naruto, Goku. All these characters going and fighting through shit, struggling. We don't like seeing guys just sitting and chilling. Nobody gives a fuck about that. It's like, nigga, go get a job. You see what I'm saying? Because we have that burden of performance built into us. And because we have that burden of performance, right, the only way we get better at performing is by putting ourselves through training. That makes us uncomfortable, the discomfort. Okay? So now, when it comes to your current situation, because you obviously want this motivation. You're thinking about like, yeah, Ali, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm watching this fucking video. I want the motivation, right? Okay. So you now know, hey, if I want this motivation, if I want the hunger and desire to succeed, I need to feel uncomfortable. That means you have to look at your current situation and make it uncomfortable for yourself. One of the things that is making your current situation comfortable is what? The niggas you're hanging around. Your bum ass friends that want to go party, drink, smoke, do all this other bullshit because they're okay with their current situation. And when you hang out with them, you become okay with your situation because you are who you hang around. So you need to stop hanging around these niggas. You need to instantly cut them off fucking today. Like now. Like, please do this shit right fucking now, bro. Because if you do not, you will continue to feel comfortable and not want to change your behavior. So they gotta fucking go. You also gotta stop partaking. And quite honestly, when it comes to like the other activities that most niggas do. Because come on, y'all, when it comes to guys having fun, you guys aren't really going being that creative. You're not going into abandoned houses and shit like that. You know, you're drinking, smoking, partying. And usually when it comes to these other things, these things usually go away if you stop hanging around niggas that do these things more often than not. Because the only reason why you drink, smoke, and party is because you have niggas to do it with. If you don't have these guys, these bum ass niggas to do it with anymore, well, shit, you have no reason to go. It's a social thing. Most people do things socially. So if you get rid of these people, a lot of these other dumb things that you do, like smoking, drinking, or whatever, you get rid of. And if you're still doing it, then obviously get rid of it. Stop doing it. Make sure you don't have access to this shit anymore. Get rid of your fucking plug. Block everybody. Delete all of it. So you get rid of all these things. Now, what you also want to do is only watch guys on the internet. You have your phone, your laptop, whatever, who are more successful than you, more accomplished than you. Why is this very important? Why is this crucial? Right? So anyway, for the breakdown here. So people, and then the other would be things. So you want to get rid of people. You want to get rid of the people that are lame. You want to get rid of things. And then now you only want to pay attention to guys that are far more successful than you are. Why is this very crucial? Because it makes you uncomfortable. You're like, wow, I want that life. Wow, I'm sad now that I am broke. Wow, I'm sad now that I still live with my parents. Wow, I'm sad that I don't have all this power, intelligence, and influence. I'm sad because I'm seeing this guy doing it. It's supposed to make you feel bad on purpose. You're supposed to feel bad about your current life. You're supposed to hate your current existence. To become a winner, you must know you are a loser, right? Okay, so the only way you know you're a loser is by paying attention to guys who are winners. And now that you don't have your bum-ass friends around you making you comfortable, you don't have all this other bullshit that you're doing like drinking, smoking, and partying, you got rid of the bum-ass people, you got rid of the things that are not useful to you and make you comfortable. You're just left alone with you and your thoughts and seeing guys that are way more successful than you. All of a sudden, you have a ton of drive to start doing things. Like, damn, I should start going to the gym. Damn, I should start doing a lot more research on the goals that I'm trying to achieve. Damn, I should just work all day long because there's nothing else to do. This is all I want to do. I hate my current situation. Now it does feel like bombs are flying over my head like it's Gaza. Now it does feel that way because I have nothing to my name and I'm seeing guys living way better lives than me. And I literally live a shitty fucking life. And I am aware and I know that now and I feel it every day now. So now I want to change my situation and my circumstances, understand? So that's really what the goal is here. If you guys want motivation, you need to feel constant discomfort. If you don't feel discomfort, you'll lose motivation. That's why, to me, the worst thing that can ever happen to a man is him getting comfortable. That is it. When I know a man isn't really going through struggle, when I see a guy partying, drinking, smoking, doing all these other things, I'm like, yeah, this guy's cooked. Even if he's succeeding at the time, because your inputs lead to your outputs, right? So there's a delay. So obviously for the success that you want, it's not like you just want it and then it happens. Like a lot of you dumbass niggas are doing right now. You're like, oh, I want to become successful, but you're not doing anything, so it never happens. So you just keep dreaming. So you have to do things before you get the output, right? There's inputs must come before outputs. There's no outputs. It's inputs, then outputs. So when I'm seeing a guy drinking, partying, smoking, buying shit they can't afford, doing all this other kind of shit, fun shit, doing the outputs, I'm like, oh, he's fucking up. And the reason why I know is because later he's going to have to pay the price for that because he's not putting in the inputs anymore that maybe got him there, that got him to give him the status, the money, he's in good shape, all these other kind of things. He's stopping doing the inputs and focusing only on the outputs. He's getting or feeling comfort. He's becoming comfortable, meaning he's not improving or getting better. So he's going to pay the price for that in a few weeks, in a few months, in a few years. He's going to pay the full price of that. Understand? So you have to be chasing discomfort constantly. You have to be finding ways to make your life harder, not in like bad, stupid ways. Like, let me just do drugs for no reason. No, I mean, you should be finding ways to try to get stronger, smarter, faster, learn more, especially for the sake of this nation. We're in a very uncomfortable situation for America. Actually, this is a pro tip too. If you want to have a strong amount of drive and motivation and discomfort, I'm telling you, just watch politics all day. All of you guys should be paying attention to politics all day, by the way. You should always be paying attention to American politics because it will do a one thing that politics does an amazing job of doing. It makes you really hate the current state of your country, America. And you should hate the current state of this country right now. You know, you should want to see the country become great again, not in the Trump way, but in a better way, in a further right kind of way. You know, so the only way you have the motivation to want to see that happen is by constantly paying attention to politics, which shows you all the shitty shit that is going on and seeing everything getting worse from an economic standpoint, from a cultural standpoint, of course, by far. With all this trans, gay ideology, all of these different things, you now by seeing it, it's like, fuck, this is horrible. I need to gain power and influence to change this with whatever career or path that I'm taking or whatever my purpose or mission is. I need to change this. Do you see what I'm saying? So what you're paying attention to will give you that discomfort. And by constantly paying attention to it and not paying attention to anything else, you will always have the drive or the motivation and the hunger you seek now. This is how you gain hunger and desire. Everything worth having must be worked for. And this is how you work for motivation. You get rid of the fucking people who are bums in your life that want to just party, drink, smoke, or are distracted. You get rid of things that are also distracting. This usually happens when you get rid of the people anyway, like drugs, like any kind of drugs, drinking, partying, anything like that, and only paying attention to politics, what's going on in America right now, as well as guys who are far greater than you. You will now feel like a loser. You'll hate the current state of your country. Now you want to put in a ton of work to change everything. So that's how you always have infinite motivation, by seeking infinite discomfort. So yeah, man. So let me know how you guys felt about that when it comes to discomfort. Do you guys now understand what it really takes to be a motivated individual who's very determined and very hungry to change everything about himself and the country, the United States of America? This is what it takes. This is what you must do. And if you understood it, if you're like, okay, now I know what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to get rid of these niggas today. I'm already blocking niggas right now while I'm listening to you speak right now, Ali. I got you, right? Then like the fucking video too while you're doing that, so more guys can join the fam. It's for young American men so they can see this. So we have more men that have a strong sense of desire to want to change this country and, of course, themselves to become very capable or capable enough to gain the strength to change this country. And, of course, too, bro, you got to follow and subscribe, too, because I'm dropping heat like this every single day, all these different kinds of mental models that are going to allow you guys to become a lot more capable and accomplished so we can change America for the better. Of course, you know what I'm saying? And, of course, support the fan movement down below. I got my Patreon down below, the links below. Join that, become a member so you can be a bigger part of the mission and help work me towards being able to focus on the mission and movement full time for you guys with these mental models and also commentary from a political standpoint. So yeah, so with that being said, I'll catch you boys in the next video. Deuces.